Hi, this video for you is if you've been kind of keeping yourself a little bit small, keeping yourself kind of quiet, and for some reason not getting out there. And here is just a video, maybe just to help to get you moving a little bit. I was feeling like this, so I just felt it was useful. So even though I'm keeping myself quiet and I'm keeping myself small, I'm saying it's the weather, it's the winter, it's the dark evenings. Just don't feel like it. Or maybe it's just a little bit cold. And I deeply and completely accept myself, even though I'm using these excuses because that's what they are. They are things that are external to me, things that are always going to be there. Winter is going to come every year. The evenings are going to be dark in this part of the world. And there's nothing I can do about that. And what I have been doing is letting things outside of me influence what I have been doing. And I'm just bringing that awareness to my mind now. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I can blame all the outside things happening. And at the end of the day, the only thing I have control of is how I feel about things and what is going on for me. It's fear. It's fear that's stopping me doing things. And I deeply and completely accept myself. All of these things outside of me. And I'm blaming them. They're the reason. They're the reason I'm not doing stuff. It's the weather. It's dark. It's other people. And when I get into that headspace, I actually give my power away. It means that things outside of me are controlling me. It's not that helpful because there will always be things outside of me. Things that I can say, that's why I'm not doing this. It's the weather. It's too dark. It's too cold. What I can do is to look inside of me and to see what is the feeling when I think about raising my head up and doing things. What is really going on? And fear is a big one. Feeling this fear of putting myself out there, of raising my head again. Maybe I got knocked back at some time. And I'm just being present to this fear and allowing myself to acknowledge it. Take a big deep breath in and out. And just to sit a moment and just to see, okay, is it fear? Is it something else? And whatever the emotion is, I'm going to choose fear, but you just insert the word that's right for you. So even though I'm feeling this fear of getting out there again, this fear of putting my head up and maybe being bigger. And fear is keeping me small. And that feels safe. And I'm just giving myself some kind space and allowing myself to acknowledge this. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm feeling this fear. And fear is paralyzing me. It's such a strong emotion. And I'm just saying to the fear, I hear you. I know you're trying to protect me and to keep me safe. And I'm wondering, is there one small step I can take just to get me out of this funk? Feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel this fear. And it is keeping me stuck. It's not allowing me to move forward. And at times it can be really comfortable because it means I don't have to do anything different. And this isn't making me feel happy. So I'm going to do one small thing just to move me a bit out of my comfort zone. And I can tap if it feels scary. And I deeply and completely accept myself. I'm feeling this fear. This fear is keeping me stuck. It's stopping me from moving. And that feels comfortable in a way. Because then I don't have to try. I'm not going to get knocked back. Not going to be criticized. And I'm just being present to the safety of that. This fear. It's not making me feel happy. And I'm wondering, what's the first step I can take? What's one thing I can do to get me out of this funk? That's funk, F-U-N-K. Just to get me moving again. And not hiding behind the weather or whatever excuse I can have. And believe me, I can have plenty of them. So I'm going to rest a moment and think, what is the one step I can take just to move me forward? And allowing myself not to be so small and to be bigger. Okay, now take a big deep breath in and out. So stop and have a think about what's the one thing I can do just to get me out of this stuckness. And even if it's only a tiny thing, for me, it was making the video today. What's the one thing that I can do just to get me out of this funk, to get me moving again? And yeah, let me know how you get on. I'd love to hear how you get on and what you actually end up doing. Talk to you again soon. Bye. Thank you.